Bones, welcome in. Hello, Moon. Thank you so much for the hydrate. Jensen Angel, hello. Looks like my why is my chat not working? Please hold, guys. I'm not seeing everybody's messages. I don't know why. Okay. Alright, I'm hoping that was just a weird little thing. Anyways, hello Jensen, hello. Hello Moon, hello Toot. We have a fun little overlay that you guys can see now. Let me turn down the music a bit. Yeah, there we go. Lo-fi is a bit loud-fi. Yeah, I realized that. We have a fun little thing. So if you talk in chat, you get a little tiny animal on screen. If you want to change what animal you are, or what color you are, you can go to my About page, and there's a little box that'll pop up, and you can customize what your little guy looks like. If you don't want to do that, you can just use a command in chat, !avatar, and then type the name of the animal you would like to be. Guess I can switch over here. Hello everyone. Hi. It is I. So welcome everyone to Friday. We made it. Yay! We're gonna try and make full coverage Friday a thing. We're going to try. Bibliocat, hello, welcome in. We're gonna try and make full coverage Friday a thing, where I work on a full coverage project on Fridays. So I'm working on Those Who Wait today. And Pau is deciding she's going back to her trailer. Yeah, there she is. I have to fix that pop-up that happens pretty frequently, I guess. Anyways, hello. It's been a week, I'm sure, for many of us. So we're just gonna do a real chill, real quiet, real relaxed, no chaos stream. I know that may be a little bit difficult for some people in chat, but we're going for low chaos, lo-fi, low chaos. Making her little guy dance. I know, they're too cute. We were smooching. You and me, or you and Bibliocat? Who was smooching who? Yeah, so Toot found this. It's not really a game, it's like a stream avatar thing. Oh, you and me, of course. Okay, good. We were smooching. Toot found this on another streamer's channel and looked into it and was like, this is really cool. I want to do it for my stream. And I was like, that looks amazing. I wish also do it for my stream. So 100% Toot's idea. I am just feeling it and running with it. So if you want to check out this overlay on Toot's stream on Monday, Monday, Toot is going to be streaming Phasmo 10 a.m. Eastern. And yeah, you can be a cute little snaky boy on their channel and help them hunt ghosts. Or just chill and relax and body double. This elephant can fly. I know, the elephant is too cute. I had to go with the croc though. So yeah, if you send a message in chat, you get a little guy, and then if you aren't active in chat after a while, your little guy goes away. So that's it. There's never any pressure to hang out in stream, to chat, to do anything you guys aren't comfortable with. This space is for you to enjoy the way you want to enjoy it. So tonight I am working on a piece called Those Who Wait. It is by our very good friend Heather of Stitchwit. It is a much larger full coverage piece than I thought it was when I decided to do it. Kinda didn't know what I was getting into, but I'm really enjoying it. It is my first full coverage piece. I was originally kind of doing a few different methods trying to figure out the best way to work on this. So I finally settled on doing the cross-country by diagonal method. There are lots of big chunks of color though, so I can kind of do a mix of English and Danish on this piece. But as always, if you want more information on what I'm working on, you can use the command !project. And in this case, you can use !aliens, and it'll give you the link to the pattern. So I'm working in diagonals. You can see we've got like that sharp diagonal there. And I decided that instead of, so I started at the upper left. I started at the upper left and worked like over, 6 inches or whatever I can fit in the frame comfortably. And then I was thinking like, which way do I go from here? So I decided that I wanted to kind of like work across the top until I got to the other end. So we're almost there actually. Like, I don't know how well you can see my grid. I can see it quite well. But this is the edge of the project. So this is the top edge and this is the right edge. So I'm gonna like fill in this bit and then kind of like move down and over and then down and over and down and over, down and over. Snake my way across. But if you guys are working on anything, I'd love to know what you're working on. Please let me know. What is going on with Nightbot? Nightbot is just very, very much wants to get in on the conversation. It's fine. So I am using 18 count Ivory Zweigart that I gridded myself. And then it's all DMC threads. But it's only 4 colors. There's only 4 colors in this entire piece. It says Nightbot wants to be sure his panda doesn't disappear. I mean, it's very important for his panda to still be there. Ilya Cat is stitching the brooms on Tiny Witch. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I hope you're enjoying. I had fun with those brooms because, like, they're all different styles. Hey, Charlie, welcome in. So glad you could join us. I somehow managed to move my Pattern Keeper tablet like further away from me and also made it like super small. I am an old man. There we go. Okay. Hello, Bella. My thread management for this project is atrocious, just letting you guys know. I'm using the storage boxes where it's like four of these little guys and like a bigger one, because I can fit all the floss I need for this one in one box. And because it's four very different colors, there's no shades, I just kind of toss my threads in here without rewinding them onto the bobbins. I know. Hey. Hi, Bells. I haven't seen her all day, but as soon as I start stream, cuddle time. Oh, I kissed the butt and she moved. Not for long, though. Oh, I even took out the wrong color. Why don't you do the dark blue, Bella? You distract her. Charlie won't be stitching, but you're joining in while you work on your own diamond painting, your owl diamond painting. All crafts are valid. All crafts are welcome. If what you're working on is rest or a nap or a really nice cup of coffee, totally valid. Thank you for the hydrate, Toot. As Bella attempts to forcibly rearrange my entire setup. It is 24 hours of cross stitch this weekend, if you guys didn't know. If you aren't familiar with Michelle May, the Giddy Stitcher, she is a YouTuber. I'm pretty active in her Discord as well. Bella, please. But we're hanging out over there. We're doing 24 hours of cross stitch together, but we've decided that it's 24 hours of whatever you can, make fit the acronym of CS. What is Pow up to? Oh yeah, she's staring at us. Mean mugging us. That's my Pow. Just before stream, like probably 20 minutes before stream, I completely rearranged Pow's enclosure, so she's so mad right now. She's just so mad. But yeah, so we're doing 24 hours of like 24 hours of, you know, comfy soccer, 24 hours of craft supply organizing, 24 hours of whatever you can make fit into the acronym CS. I will not be pushing for the full 24 hours, just putting that out there. I did that a couple 24-hour events ago. It was a lot. It was a lot. But if you don't have any plans this weekend, it's a really lovely weekend to just sit, do some self-care, do the things that you like to do, rest. Toot has third Inscription this weekend. Yes, so if you like the game Inscription, which is what Toot's been playing on Fridays on their stream, this weekend is like the 3rd anniversary of the game, and they're doing a big live stream with the creator of the game and with one of the actors from the game and a bunch of different cool people. So that's going on tomorrow, and I'm actually a little bit sad that I'm going to miss part of it because we have our Stitchy session tomorrow for Tiny Witch from 1 to 4, and of course the Inscription stream starts at 1. But I didn't know the Inscription stream existed when I scheduled the Stitchy session, so it wasn't the ADHD time blindness. But yeah, if you guys are around tomorrow, Saturday, from 1 to 4 p.m. Eastern time, I'm going to be hanging out in one of the voice channels in our Discord server. You are welcome to join. Don't have to turn on your camera, don't have to turn on your mic. You can just listen in. Thank you, Toot, for the link to the Discord. So we'll be doing that. So next week is actually going to be the last one, because yeah, next week is the final clue of the Tiny Witch Cell. Tiny Witch is the mystery Sal that I designed that's been going on for a few weeks now. I hecked up. Gwen, thank you so much for the resub. Welcome in. Thank you for the support. You're so sweet. Don't worry, guys. Gwen's here. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for the resub. That's so awesome. I was just talking about how I couldn't believe that next week is the final clue of Tiny Witch. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Unreal. Moon just ordered dinner. Nice. What are you gonna get? Poutine? Poutine or Lebanese or Indian? Or something else? Poutine. Awesome. It says Warhead Pop Rock dinner. No, that's the Toot dinner. Like, instead of girl dinner, it's Toot dinner. Charlie had meatball poutine 2 weeks ago and it was fantastic. That sounds interesting. I had what was it? Meatball mac and cheese. We found a place that specializes in mac and cheese. You know, various macs and or cheeses. And yeah, the meatball one was so good. But yes, poutine is a national treasure that we are happy to share with everyone. Just buy them. Yeah, Toot got the classic and the Montreal smoked meat mac and cheese, and the smoked meat was very good. Gwen says send poutine. All right, I'm on it. I'll ship it to you. It says literally just pandas and crocodigators. Yeah, well, you can change what animal you are by going to the about section on my website. No, the about section on my Twitch profile. Or you can use ! avatar and then put in croc, giraffe, hippo, lion, panda. Yeah. Elephant. Why do I always forget elephant? It's the most important one. Yeah. Good job, Moon. And if you go to the one on my... Go to the panel on my about section, you can change the color, which is why Toot is a pink crocodile. That says, why is it so difficult to count to 4? Yeah, Toot's got it right, because it's more than 3. Because, like, you've got a couple, a few, and then several, and as soon as you get to several, it's too many to count in one go. Toot says it's more than 3 and that's too many for anyone. Oh no. Oh no. Toot says that took all my brain cells. Yeah, all on Monday. Yeah, this weekend is going to be a very chill weekend in the DH household, I believe. I've got, you know, cleaning to do, as always, because, you know, we live in a house that has human people in it and animal people in it. But we're probably going to do some rearranging of the living room, which is going to be interesting. And I have been slowly working on reorganizing our craft supplies, but I'm kind of at the point where everything's in like a bunch of buckets out on the table, and I actually need to go through it and do the organizing part and then the putting away part. So I need to get to work on that. And then of course it's 24 hours of cross stitch, so I want to do a bunch of crafting. You guys have any big weekend plans? It says rumor is I'm very good at organizing. Well, you're more than welcome to come help me with the craft supplies. You can sit and sort, and then I'll just run around and put them in boxes. That actually would be super helpful, I just realized. It says I want to have my croc run around and bite. Chompa chompa chompa. No, we are a peaceful collection of various animals. The peaceful collection of animals. There were, you can actually program them to like fight each other. I turned off all of those commands. I didn't want to give Toot the power to bomb Moon. Exclamation point, chaos! Yeah, that's, if there should be a command, that's the one that we should add. Oh, there's a jump catch game. I didn't know that. We're learning together. This is a fun little thing. I didn't know you could do that at all, so yeah, it all works. You're wondering why there was a star, though? Oh, did like a little star pop up and then you caught it? I don't know. I don't know. It's cute, though. It's cute. The little elephant jump, just... Alright, so if you jump and hit the little star, you will win something. Don't know what you win. But yeah, Toot found this and looked into it, and I was like, I need it. Alright, but my friends, we've been going for about half an hour already, which is amazing. Which means it is time to take a break. So go stretch, unshrimp, grab a drink, use the washroom, whatever you gotta do. I'm gonna mute, and I will see you guys back here in 3 minutes. All right, see you soon. I was muted. Hi. Return to... Yeah, okay. I was trying to figure out why my captions weren't working, and then I realized that I was muted. So... Anyways, hi. I've been talking at you for, like, the last 3 minutes. It's fine. Hi, Gwen. So I'm working on this full coverage, and it's like, I don't know if it's technically full coverage because there are occasionally, like, you can see not so much, but like here, this section has been left intentionally blank so the ivory comes through. But it's full coverage enough. And there are so many different techniques for tackling full coverage. It's always really interesting to me to like see what other people are doing. Of course, that means that you also want to start all of the full coverage pieces, which is dangerous. Especially if you follow Crafty Gaming Jamie, who is who will peer pressure me into doing anything without actually ever knowing who I am or talking to me directly. She just has really good taste, and I wish to make all of the things she's making. But yeah, so like, if you guys are full coverage stitchers, I don't know if you are. I know Beyonce is. I don't know if she's here. But if you guys are full coverage stitchers, like, how do you manage, like, what is your method? Do you kind of chaos stitch? Do you do it page by page? I'm so curious to learn. Baby the Cat says the ideal number of craft projects is always n+1. Listen. I'm getting back to that point where I only have a couple of whips. So I was thinking that I was going to make Monday like Wheel Spin Monday, but it's less exciting if there's only like 2 whips. Then it's Coin Flip Monday. And Toot says the way I do full coverage is I don't. Yeah. Toot doesn't really have any interest in full coverage. So this is from Thread the Needle, I think is the name of the channel. Really interesting. She's an Indian woman living in Newfoundland, and she does a lot of full coverage stitching, and she uses this method that's like cross country on the diagonal. So you can set up Pattern Keeper to show you diagonal lines like that. And then so she basically does like, oh, pow dipped. Heck. Oh. Cow has gone into berry mode. There is no one here. There is only rock. So she'll work in like a diagonal like this, but she'll kind of work everywhere in there. Like she'll do a little bit of stitching here, a little bit of stitching there, kind of like wherever it needs to be done, but only within that diagonal. So it stays like really crisp. But you don't end up with like really, not determined. The word I'm looking for. Really direct, no. Anyway, you don't end up with lines, like, because a lot of people find that if they stitch along pages, you end up with a very like visible line where you stop stitching, and you don't get that as nearly as much with the cross country and the diagonal method. Defined. Thank you, Bibliocat. Yep, that's what I was looking for. Defined. determined, like sans undertale, yeah. It fills me with determination. So I tried chaos stitching. I tried like stitching cross country across a page and then like cross country across a row, and what I found I really like is doing the cross country on a diagonal. With this piece there's these big blocks of color, so I kind of switched between English and Danish. So Danish would be what I'm doing now, and like going row by row. Someone gave me the idea that if you do have large blocks of color like this, what they'll do is they'll just kind of like stitch in a letter or a word or like a smiley face or something, and then fill in around it to make the stitching a bit more interesting. I thought that was cool. It says the full coverage piece that I've done that aren't really full coverage, I do sections, fully complete one section before moving on to the next. Yeah, so a similar method where like you're not doing the same color over the entire piece. You're just doing one complete section and then moving on to the next complete section. I was watching again, Crafty Gaming Jamie. She's doing a piece of The Witcher. So she did all of the black for the entire piece, and this thing is like 20 inches by, I'd say it's a good like 16 by 20 inches on like 20 count or something stupidly tiny. And she did all of the black across the entire piece before moving on to another color. And like, I kind of get it because it's satisfying finishing a color, but at the same time, that was a lot of moving the frame. If there's one thing I don't like doing, it's moving the frame. I've said it before about this piece. As soon as I start working on it, it's all I want to work on. I just don't want to stop. I think this is going to be my 24 hours of cross stitch goal. I've got like a secret stitch that I would like to finish this weekend as well, but when I'm not working on that, I would like to work on this. Toot says I would perish. Yeah. Oh, without the square brackets, I. And welcome, Sai. Thanks for joining us. We're just talking about different methods of handling larger projects. If you do a section at a time or one color at a time. I would not do one color at a time for something larger than what would fit in my frame, because I dislike having to move the frame if I don't have to. You both love the new feature. It's so bittersweet. It's so cute, but Sophie won't stop attacking it. Oh no. Sophie. Sophie, don't attack the small critters. I was saying this is a stream thing that Toot found, and I stole. But if you tune into Toot's morning streams, they're gonna have it set up like different critters, but they're gonna have it set up too for their streams, so I'm very excited about that. Monday is gonna be Phasmo. I'm very much looking forward to it, although they did Inscription today, and like I just love Inscription. Except on Fridays for now. What did I say? Just doing oh yeah, the overlay won't be on Fridays. Okay, yeah. Gotcha. I had to quickly like go back in my brain and figure out what I said that would be except for Fridays. So I was like, wait, did I say that Phasmo was all week? No. Yes, Toot is gonna go get the tree ready. Everybody be good. We aren't doing a vote today, but we are doing a tree eat for our pal. And Toot is gonna go get that ready. Bella apparently thinks that it's time for treats. Bella, is it time for treats? I don't know. Yeah, you can't really see much of her on the camera. Is Mama getting you treats, baby? Oh, you sure think she is. You sure think that's what's happening. Hoopzo Cat says treats for everyone. Yes, treats for everyone. Well, a treat eat for Pow is usually a treat for Toot as well, because it's fresh fruit, which Toot also enjoys. So we put in a little grocery order today. Like, we order our groceries online from Walmart. And we ordered our groceries today, and bananas were completely sold out. Like, we could not... You couldn't buy the mini bananas, you couldn't buy the regular bananas, you couldn't buy organic bananas. There were just no bananas available at Walmart. And we're like, that's so weird, but I guess, alright, we'll figure out something else for Pow. We really wanted to give her a banana, but we'll figure out something else. And then we decide to go for a little drive because it was hot. And we got Slurpees at the gas station, and they had bananas there. So we got Pow a gas station banana. I didn't cut the watermelon before stream, and Toot just cut it, and I am moderately afraid that I'm gonna have to end stream early and take her to ER, but she says she's fine. Don't know if I believe. I don't know if I believe. Sai says you should get those safety knives, the ones that don't cut. I should get like a decoy set of knives for Toot. That's just like the Fisher Price ones. Safety knives, safety scissors. Oh, the other thing, brain. The other thing that I was going to say about full coverage is one of the methods that I was trying out was, you can see here I've got like these little end bits. So I was trying out the waist knot method, which is a way of starting and ending your threads, where basically you either tie a knot or go through a couple of stitches. So that's what I did here. It's just like down and up and down, away from where you're stitching, and then as you stitch, you're covering up those threads, so then when you get close to them, you can just snip them and pull them out. So in theory, it makes a lot of sense, but I just find it very annoying, and I would rather bury my threads at the start and finish, and not have like these extra things. So as soon as I'm sure these guys are buried, I'm gonna snip them and not use that method anymore. But it was worth a try. And that's what I like. Like, you can always try different methods. You can try different styles. You can try different setups. Like, some people love hoops. Some people love frames. Some people love scroll frames. Some people prefer to stitch in hand. Those people, of course, are crazy. But, no, joking. But yeah, you can always try a different method. Some people like a loop start, some people like a buried start. Some people do a mix of each. Some people just really embrace their inner chaos. Moon and I did a stream together a little while ago that was like answering your cross-stitch questions from the community, and one of the questions that we got was, what would your advice be to like beginners or to newbies? And I always say that my best advice for starting with cross-stitch is just heck around with it. Like, try different stuff. If you have access to a needle workshop, go in and ask them if they have like a scrap bucket where you can try little bits and scraps of fabric. But try different methods. Try 10 stitch, stitching English, stitching Danish. Try everything. See what sticks. Throw it all at the wall. Because what works for one person is wildly variable. Even down to different methods of threading your needle. All right, but enough of me. It's time for Pow's treat. Hello, everyone. Mama DH is in the chat. Welcome, Mom. We are just giving Pow her treat. I can't tell if that's an angry butt wiggle or a happy butt wiggle, but it was a butt wiggle. I think I need to zoom out a little bit here. Yep, there we go. Guess who's back? Back again. Aw, yeah. Yeah, Skeledile is back. Trying to give you guys the best angle on this. Skeledile this evening has raspberry teeth, grape nails, a watermelon tummy, and banana armor. Looks like Pow went straight for the banana. Enjoying that gas station banana there. Look at that wiggle. Yeah, Gwen, you're right. Heck, the rest of it. She went right for the banana. I think maybe another test that we should do is banana versus chicken. Sai says a lot of work went into that banana. Yeah, exactly. We had to like travel vast distances to get that banana. Yes, Sai, if you weren't here for the stream a little while ago, she loves chicken. So we take just plain boiled chicken, no oil, no poached is the word I was looking for. No oil, no seasonings, nothing, and then we shred it up and then we give her just a little bit. She loves it. She loves it. So we did chicken versus egg one night, and chicken won, but it did have an advantage because egg was in a bowl, because I didn't want to clean up smashed egg from everywhere. But so Pow's species, she's a redfoot tortoise. Her species lives in South America. And basically they live in dense forest, and their diet is anything they can find. Usually a lot of leafy greens. Fruit is a big portion of their diet, much more so than other species of tortoise. So about a third of her diet is fruit. And yeah, they'll eat anything they can find. So protein sources like animals and eggs. And of course, thank you guys again. Your support is why we can give our animals treats like this. The sub that Gwen did, your support on coffee, buying the patterns, everything like that. It all goes towards the health and the care of our animals. And Toot now has watermelon dinner. We got a little mini watermelon, and Toot just chopped it in half, scooped out some for Pow, and is now eating the rest of it directly from the rind. So feral Toot dinner. Because her butt wiggles sent me, though. That was so cute. Like, I know that many turtles and torts respond like that to to shell scritches. Usually Pow doesn't respond like that, but that was super adorable. Because their shell is attached to their nervous system, so they can feel everything that's going on to their shell, and a lot of torts do enjoy getting scritches, getting scrubbed. When Pow takes a bath, she has her special toothbrush. It's a little scrubby with the toothbrush. And she likes the scrubby on her face as well. So I scrubby the top of her head and her cheeks, and she'll even let me get around her eyes, which is good. Because bath time is also check Pow and make sure she's doing okay time. You guys see the banana on her face? She is so happy. I hope you guys are also taking this opportunity to have a snack, grab something to drink, a little bit of self-care. I know in the server we talk a lot about our snackle boxes, so our like trays of snacks and stuff. I think Skeledile is in fact Pow's snackle box, just a slightly different format. It's okay, Orchid. We didn't do a prediction this time. Pow was just given her Skeledile. She went straight for the banana armor. She'll get to the rest of it. Can Pow eat crab? I have no idea. I don't think it would be part of her normal diet because it wouldn't be something that she would get in the jungle. But then again, neither would chicken. Maybe chicken. Bird, definitely. I don't know if she could eat crab. I'm sure she would certainly try. No Toronto roll for Pow. That Toronto roll is cursed. The idea of Pow chasing down a crab. Just give me your meat. I'm now imagining Pow versus a crab, but the crab is armed with like a fork. It's been really warm in the condo the last few days. We're in that like really awkward period where the building heating is on, but it's not really cold enough outside for it to be on. It's just been really warm. Pow loves it. The snakes love it. They are so happy and so warm. So we're trying to enjoy it for them. Gwen says crabs are forks. True. Crabs do not need extra forks. But I feel like the crab would need some kind of extra weapon. Thank you so much for dropping by, Charlie. Say hi to your partner. It was good seeing you too. Alright, oh, no, I was like, okay, Pow's going for the rest of the Skeledile now. Nope, right back to that banana. I'm getting more into the part of this that I have to pay attention to. Now she's going for the grapes. The grape toes. She's gonna get your toes. I love when she eats something slightly sour like grapes and then kind of like smacks her lips a little bit. It says she seems grapeful. Oh, she's just going for all the toes now. But yeah, I'm getting into part of this pattern that I need to slightly pay more attention to. Because up here I was just kind of filling in the dark blue. And now I have to leave space for the orange. And obviously I'm not going to be able to completely finish this diagonal because it goes off the side there. So I'm gonna stitch down to here. Like even getting to these stitches here is going to be a little bit difficult. Just because they're so close to the edge of the frame. I prefer giving myself lots of working area next to the Sorry, I was talking and then I look over and Pow's neck is extended to full watermelon eating length. It's the back legs spread out. Like, I want to eat this watermelon, but I don't want to get up. Turning the TV on with a hockey stick. Completely in her lane. Driving unbothered. I am working on a full coverage piece called Those Who Wait. If you're watching in Twitch chat, YouTube comment from my mom. I am working on Those Who Wait. It is a full coverage pattern by Heather from Stitchwit. And it's going to eventually have an alien on it and say good things come to those who wait. I think the command is aliens with an S. Sorry. Even though there's only a single alien, I don't know why I made the command aliens. So yeah, I am at the very top right of the piece. The right edge is over here. That's going to be the right edge of the piece. This is going to be our full coverage Friday piece for the next little bit. How do people use tiny needles? How do they use tiny needles? We're having this discussion in one of the cross stitch chats I'm in. And people are like, what size needles should you use for this and this and this? And like, usually the advice is, so for tapestry needles, the larger the number, the smaller the needle, basically. So people were saying like 24 for 14 count, 26 for 16 count, 28 for 18 count, etc. This is a 26. It is so heckin' tiny. I struggle to hold it. I struggle to thread it. I might switch back up to a 24. Like, I'm on 18 count Zweigart, but this is kind of like forgiving enough that I can probably use a 24. My like sweet spot, I love a 22. 22s are chunky boys. So whenever the topic comes up, like what size should I use, I always hop in with like, use a 22 for everything you possibly can. Just to make sure that, you know, my thick boy appreciation peeps feel represented. Have a good night, Mom. Okay, everyone in Twitch chat, say goodnight to my mother. Goodbye, Mama DH. One thing I do enjoy about full coverage is that if you mess up one stitch or one stitch is a little bit sloppy, there's no way you're going to be able to tell when it's done. There's no way. Like, I messed up a stitch up here. Am I going back to fix it? No. Nope. No one's going to be able to tell. But yeah, I might have to switch to a 24 for the rest of this project. I have 26s in case I need them. And I was working on this 18 count Black Ada from Amazon. And I definitely needed a smaller needle for that. It wouldn't have worked with the 24, but I feel like this Swagart is going to be forgiving enough. Moon says I love 28s. I know. So Moon loves 28s. Moon sent me a 28 to try. I snapped the eye of it literally 5 minutes into using it. I cannot do tiny needles. Like, even this one is starting to bend at the eye. Also, I don't use a needle threader. I just thread them with my hands. And I think that has something to do with it too. Because obviously the smaller you get, the smaller the eye is and the more difficult it is to thread. But I will not use a needle threader unless I absolutely have to. Are you okay? You getting full? Is the camera frozen or are you just digesting? Oh, you're just digesting. Okay. There she goes. But yeah, so like for reference, I'm just gonna, while Pow eats, I'm just gonna flip it back up to my camera for you guys. So for reference, there you go. It's not really super gonna focus, but you don't really need to see it to focus. So this is a 26. I'm trying to get it over the dark part of my desk. So this is a 26. This is a 22. Like, you can see that there's a significant difference in thickness and in length. And in the size of the eye. I really wish this camera would focus on small stuff, but it will not. But like, even there, you can kind of see the difference in the size of the eye. Like, this one isn't even showing on camera. So this is what I'm using right now, this tiny little tiny boy. And this is what I want to use. Thick boy. But we do what needs must. Actually, I'm between threads. I think I might try switching up my needles if I have any unaccompanied 24s. Please hold. Sorry about that, guys. I'm not ending stream. I just hit the wrong button. We're all good. We're back. How is destroying Skeledile there? So this is my needle book. This pattern actually is available on my coffee and my Stitch Wit and my everything storefront. I think that's the right command. Yes, there you go. This is my needle book, and I took a Sharpie and I labeled each page so I would know what size needles it is. So my 24s are here, my 26s are here, and then my 22s are here. And then I have a back page that is like 18s, 16s. Like these I would use for darning socks if I could still darn socks and things like that. Like these are not cross stitch needles. These are just large boys. Are you okay, Gwen? Why do you need an adult? What happened? Oh no, a veggie dumpling behind the stove? Oh no. So what you don't need an adult, you need someone with really long arms or someone who's willing to move a stove for you. I'm so sorry, that is such a headache. I totally get not wanting to deal with that. Gwen strong, Gwen move stove. Gwen together strong. We're with you, Gwen. We support you in this stove moving. Gwen good, Gwen strong. Gwen doesn't want to acknowledge the hole in the cupboard behind the stove. Also valid. Gwen can be selectively blind while moving stove. Oh, thank you for the hydrate, Toot. Let's get this going here. Oh, Pow is done with Skeledile. Goodbye, Pow. Off into the sunset she goes. She'll be back, though. She'll be back for the rest of Skeledile. You're just reporting that the raspberries are so good. She'll be back. She did eat quite a lot of fruit all at once, and the way that we feed her is I put basically a salad of leafy greens, so not just lettuce, but like kale and chard and bok choy and cabbage and things with like more nutrients in them, as well as some fruit like tomatoes, apples, grapes, whatever's in season, whatever we can get from the grocery store. I'll put a big dish of that in her enclosure in the morning so she can just kind of browse throughout the day. So she's used to being able to like eat a little bit here and then wander away and then eat a little bit and then wander away. There. Okay. Crisis averted, Gwen. Did you get the dumpling? Did someone else volunteer to get the dumpling for you? Oh, well, rectified. All right. Strong Gwen. Toot says she needs more butt scritches. Yeah, we'll go and give her some butt scritches. Butt scritches of love. Gwen did the thing. Heck yeah. Getting the animals to dance together. Oh, this needle is much nicer. And it's silly that like a couple like not even a millimeter difference can make a big difference in your comfort level. And that's why I tell people to heck around, try different stuff, see what works for you. It's great if you have a friend who's already into the hobby who can like lend you stuff to try. I have to say though, so I kind of relearned how to cross stitch. I originally learned in the 1900s. I relearned how to cross stitch from Toot, and pretty much consistently every time I've tried a new technique or a new way of doing things, a new anything, I'll try it for like a week or two and realize that Toot's method was just better for me. So, I mean, I think the lesson here is to stop trying new things for myself and just follow Toot's advice. But I say everybody else try new things. Sai says one of our local libraries is amazing. They have an entire section on the second floor dedicated to crafting and arts. They have all the supplies so you can try them out. They even have a 3D printer. That's so cool. I love when makerspaces are available like that. Like, just because makerspaces are oftentimes like you pay per hour, but I love when my brain is trying to say grocery stores instead of libraries, when libraries offer those things. I know that a few of the Toronto public libraries have 3D printers that people can use, and it's not very expensive. Like, they do charge a small fee for that, for the materials. But yeah, that's so cool when makerspaces just have like paired materials like that, because it's so good at letting people try something before spending a lot of money on it. And it's also a great place if you have a bunch of supplies that you're just not going to use. Places like that are always looking for donations. And lots of libraries also, even if they don't have like a makerspace with... Sorry, my headphones are sitting weird. Give me 1 second. Sorry about that. My headphones were like just slightly too long on one side, and it was really pulling on my ear in a weird way, and I was like, I'll just deal with it, but I couldn't deal with it anymore. Anyways, libraries often have crafting groups, even if they don't have maker spaces with supplies. So yeah, libraries are always a good place to check out. Oh, check out. Haha, I made a pun. Now that I am more mobile with getting my license back, one thing I'm gonna look into is taking myself to the library for a few hours to work on designs and everything like that. Guy says, wait, does Stitch what? Not sell DMC floss anymore. No, so yeah, so Heather made the decision to close the supply retail part of the shop. She's focusing on her own design business and digital resources. So she was basically selling through her product until the end of October, but sold through all the DMC really, really fast. So it just came down off the website on like day of this week. So everything that's on the website is everything that's left in stock, basically. And she's just selling through that. Yeah, like it was kind of like, no, now I need to find a new supplier, but honestly, for her mental health, she is so much happier. Oh no, don't do Amazon. Don't do Amazon for floss. 123 Stitch, I would check out since you're in the States. 123 Stitch or Stitch at Central. Those are good. Those are two spots that I have heard. I haven't shopped with them personally, but I have heard good things about them. I don't know what their shipping prices or anything are like, but those are the ones I have heard recommended as a Stitchwood alternative. 123 Stitch is the bomb. Okay, good. I have a wish list started at 123 Stitch for some different fabrics that I haven't been able to source. So one day we will order them. Yeah, Amazon is kind of like the worst for floss. You're very welcome, Sai. That is what we are all about. Crafters helping crafters. Community over competition. Always community over competition. Gwen says they have tons of fabric and there is shipping, but it's like $4. So if you get big batches, it's totally worth it. Yeah, that's what I've heard. The shipping to Canada is $5, but still, that's not terrible. I think we just lost Thigh down a rabbit hole. Alright, so while Sai explores 123 Stitch, it's time for us to take our next little break, so I'm going to run a 3-minute ad. I'm not going to talk, you're not going to miss anything. Get up, stretch, hydrate, unshrimp, do all that good stuff. And I will see you guys back here in 3 minutes. I remembered to unmute this time. Welcome back. Oh, Gwen was making samosas, not dumplings. I love samosas. They are so tasty. I mean, the area that we live in is very heavily like, if you go a little bit south of us, it's Afro-Caribbean. If you go a little bit north of us, it's very Asian. And then like kind of in the middle is Indian Tamil, Sri Lankan, like that kind of area. We get some good Indian food and some good samosas. And samosas are like everywhere. I had one for lunch actually. I had one job where it was kind of like, instead of bringing donuts in, people would bring mimosas in. That was a good job. Good food. Or the to-go bag of food. Yeah, that was crazy. We, so if you don't know what Too Good To Go is, it's an app. It's not available everywhere, but basically different restaurants would sign up, and then towards the end of the day, they'd say like, okay, we've got X number of bags of leftovers left over. So it'd be like, if you go to Pizza and you get like 3 slices of pizza and a breadsticks or something, and then you pay like $5 because it was gonna go to waste. So there was a bakery on there, and I was like, oh, it's like $5 for the bakery. This is awesome. We're gonna get like a nice loaf of French bread, something like that. Turns out it was a bakery, but it was more of an Indian food, like hot bar type situation with baked goods. And we got, no word of a lie, 2 entire shopping bags, like just packed with delicious Indian food for like $5 on Too Good To Go. It was like a legendary pull. It was so amazing. Gwen has more. That's good. Bibliocat has one coworker who bring in homemade onion bhaji. Oh, yeah. Yeah. That sounds delicious, Bibliocat. One says Trader Joe's was my reward for the wildest Doctor Day yesterday. I miss Trader Joe's. We don't have Trader Joe's in Canada. I've been to one in the States. I like them. I wish they were here. Yeah, Gwen, it's great. Actually, now that I can drive again, we might start looking at that. And it's, there's 2 of them. Too Good To Go is the, like, restaurant service one, and Flash Food is the grocery store one. So Flash Food, if the grocery stores had food that was, like, gonna go off in a few days, or the packaging was damaged or whatever, and they couldn't sell it, they'd put it in a freezer by the customer service and then put it up for really cheap on the Flash Food app. So, like, we go into our grocery shopping, and while we were shopping, we checked Flash Food and see if they had anything, like, at the moment that we were there at the store. But yeah, when I was working, it was great because I was already driving around to get to clients' houses. I was going from client to client. So I kind of like pull up Too Good To Go towards the end of my shift and be like, all right, I could go there and grab this. I could go there and grab this. I could go there and grab this. Some of them would be like a food market. You get like a big bag of fresh fruit. Your not Whole Foods store has a free table where they put expired or about to go food. See, that's a great idea. Like, I think that is a great idea. I think more grocery stores should be open to donating or making available food that they can't sell instead of just turfing it. Quite a few. So when I worked as a nurse aide and I did home care, I was going to people's homes basically. It says Galen Weston could ever. I know Galen Weston doesn't know poor people exist. But I was going to different buildings, and a couple of the buildings where I would go were in very low income neighborhoods where quite a few people relied on food banks. So those buildings had a very a great communal system where there was usually a few different bins in the laundry room where if you weren't going to use something, you drop it off. If you needed something, you could take it. And there was always food in the bins. There was always people taking food, always people leaving food. And I think that's just a great communal spirit thing. I just messed up a stitch, but tell no one. This actually, the back of this is such a mess. There are bits, you can't really tell because I can't totally flip this over, but you can see this bit's kind of nice and neat, and then there are just really chunky bits. It'll be really nice and even for a little bit, and then it'll just be super textured. Toot at to everyone that I messed up a stitch. Thank you. That's another reason that I like the thicker needles too, is because if you, and I know this doesn't really apply to people who keep perfect backs, but I don't. The thinner needles, I find it so hard to get through a mess on the back, because I'll stab through it and the needle will just kind of wibble wobble and it won't actually go through the mess. But that could just be a me problem. I don't think the sit and stand commands work with these guys because their sit and stand animations is the same as their idle animations. Unfortunately. Oh no. I guess I didn't disable something. I can't actually see the names. I'm just assuming that Moon is the blue lion. Oh god. Oh no, what have I done? Good job, Biblio. You got the star. You got the star. Now you have to spin around and V-sign the camera. Yes, Moon, you can catch the star if you jump into it. Bomb costs 10. You have 0 gold. I don't know how you got 10 gold in the first place to use the bomb. Maybe I will make bomb free. Alright, I'll have to mess with the settings before the next stream. You guys want some chaos? I'll give you some chaos. Oh. Oh no, the bomb affects other people. You get gold from being active. Oh no, Toot's gonna have unlimited gold to bomb other people. It's interesting that the commands are look like they're coming from me instead of the bot. Bomb-faced. Don't lie, we can see you typing. Yes, I definitely typed out bomb cost 10. Let's see if Sai did you wait until they were close by? Alright, I will keep the bomb command. I will make it a little bit less expensive. Just for you guys, because I love you. No, you're not that smart. I think you guys are gonna get really good at timing your jumps and your bombs. I'm so glad you guys are enjoying it. I was really happy when Toot and I got that set up. So yeah, if I haven't shilled for them enough, okay. Toot streams Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 10 a.m. to noon Eastern time. Spooky games, cozy games. Spooky games, cozy games. Do all the things. But yeah, no, it's great. It's great body doubling, great background noise. It's just nice to hang out and chill. Monday's Faz, Wednesday's Played Up, and Friday is going to be Inscription. So yeah, it's going to be a good time. And you'll be able to bomb each other as cute little snakes during their streams, except on Fridays for the moment. That's because it's just because of games? Question mark? Anyways. So that's what's going on with Toot. My stream schedule will be going up on Sunday, but it's going to be pretty much the same as this week. Monday and Friday stream. Thursday and Saturday will be a Stitchy session. Thursday, the final clue of Tiny Witch is coming out. The final clue of Tiny Witch is coming out on Thursday. I cannot believe it. I'm so excited. So that's going to be really, really cool. And I'm going to kind of not know what to do with myself on Thursdays after that. But yeah, looking forward to that. So that's what's happening next week on the channels and in the server. If you are not a member of the Discord server, you should definitely consider joining, because it's a really cool place to hang out. We have a bunch of new members who just joined yesterday. Apparently word is spreading that we are the coziest place on the internet to craft. But yeah, it's a great community over there. But you know, if you're not a Discord person, totally valid. We understand. There's never any pressure to interact with this community in any way that you don't feel comfortable with. Long and short of it. The only thing that you have to do to stay a member of this community is hydrate. And even then we might give you a pass, but you should still hydrate. Sai says that's too much. Toot will find you. And when they do, exclamation mark bomb, but in real life. I feel like Toot would go to Sai's house to force the Sais to hydrate, and then yeah, Sai would bribe Toot with popsicles and fresh baked goods, and Toot would just never leave. Yep. I knew it. Well, Toot's leaving me for the size, so that's fine. That's fine. I'll have no one to watch the Inscription live stream with tomorrow. But yeah, if you guys are fans of Inscription, that's going to be really cool. Toot has more information on it, but that'll be a fun thing to watch. Sai will send them back for the holidays. We'll have joint custody. It says heck holidays, that's Stardew time. Yeah, we're gonna be having some Stardew copium. Speaking of Stardew, you guys are playing Fields of Mystria. Apparently they're coming out with an update in the next couple of days. I don't know if this is like the update that people have been waiting for, where you can marry people, but it's supposedly a pretty big update. That's another thing. If you are into gaming, any kind of gaming, we have a spot for that in the channel. If you don't know, I actually started off as a gaming channel. I was a cozy gaming channel, and yeah, I streamed gameplay 3 times a week. You can actually find my old videos and VODs on the YouTube channel. We played. That's actually where Take Easy Also Important comes from. It's a line from the game Mail Time. And we just picked it up. Kai says I miss those Dredge days. I do not miss the Dredge days. Dredge is a horror game where you're in like a boat and but it's not like, it's not a real jump scary shutting down. It's not like a jump scare horror game. It's kind of like a creeping horror game, except for this one boss that was like, I was so terrified. I actually had to take like a break from in the middle of my stream, and this was before I did my like regular breaks. I actually had to take like an emotional support break, and Toot brought me a snack, and I had my emotional support banana because I needed like recovery time before I tried that boss again. Oh, it's such a good game, but like I was ill prepared. I have heard that they've done an update and there's like a non-horror mode now where you can just go fish. Like it's just like an endless fishing mode, and honestly I'd kind of be down for that. But yeah, we played Dredge, we played Mail Time, we played Kind Words. What else? We played a bunch of stuff. Yono, we played Yono and the Celestial Elephants. We 100% of that game, which was cool. I mean, I don't know if we 100%ed it, and that there might have been side quests we missed, but we did the entire game on stream, which was really nice. We finished it. We also finished Dredge. I can't remember what else we did. But yeah, I was a gamer. Garden Witch Life. which finally was released, that I'm playing a little bit now. But they did the beta of it. The closed beta of it was like almost 2 years ago now. And so I got to play it. I made a few videos on it, and then like we didn't hear anything from the devs for the longest time. And then they kind of went, oh, it's releasing next week, and then it released. And all of a sudden, all my old videos on Garden Witch Life were getting views on YouTube again. I was like, oh, this. And a couple of people were asking questions on the videos, like, how do you do this? And I'm like, my dude, I have no idea. That's a feature that they added after I played it. But nicer, of course. I'm always nice. It is fully released. I think it is. I said that and then I was like, is it? I believe it's fully released, but after about 2 weeks after release, they did a huge update that really reworked a bunch of game mechanics. And it's still there's still a little bit of jank to the game. So I feel like it might be in early access, or it should be, maybe. But actually I haven't played since they did the big update, and I'm kind of like wondering if I should restart, because they did change the mechanics quite a bit. Like not a ton, but they changed it to make it easier for new players. Garden Witch Life. We're talking about Garden Witch Life. They changed it so it's very easy to get into the game. Thank you, Toot, for doing the Steam link there. So I'm kind of curious about seeing what that's like. So I think I might restart my file, which is why I haven't really played it, because I haven't been sure if I was going to restart or not. So, you know, like inertia. But it's a super cute game. It's very slow paced, very cozy. I'm in the game. There's a capybara who is non-binary, who runs the general store and gives out crocheted flowers. So I'm in the game. And it's a really sweet, chill, gardening, magical exploration life sim. It's not actually based on me. No. Sorry, that was a joke. Like, there is a character who is very similar to me, but it is not actually based on me. So yeah, if you're looking for something like that, that's kind of the big... It's getting mixed reviews on Steam for the reason that it is quite slow paced, and obviously that's more of a preference thing, but a lot of people don't see it that way, if that makes sense. So it is quite slow, but if that's what you're looking for, perfect. If you're looking for like a super grindy, get to the most optimal garden as fast as you possibly can and mine your way to level 50 game, not Garden Witch Life. I really like the cooking mechanic though. It's cute. God, what is happening with my stitches here? They're going wildly wibbly wonky. But that's okay, because we're at the end of stream, so I can go fix these when I can change my lighting a little bit. Put my face really next to it. Yeah, I was trying not to say that, but if you play like Toot, give it a pass. If you're much more casual like me, definitely worth it. So yeah, we're at the end of stream, guys. It's been 2 hours. I can't believe it. This one went by really fast. So I already kind of went over the schedule for next week. I will be hanging out in the Discord tomorrow from 1 to 4. Even if you're not stitching on Tiny Witch, even if you're not stitching at all, even if you're just hanging out, Oh god, the flip. Even if you're just hanging out, you can come join us in the Discord for the Stitchy session. And yeah. I got completely distracted by the small pink crocodile just flipping over my screen. There will be... I will do some fine-tuning of the animals. But I'm so glad you guys enjoyed it. Hey, Gwen got it. Nice. So yeah, I'm gonna put up my closing screen. And I'm going to do this thing. Just hoping that Nightbot actually behaves. Oh no. I did this and it didn't. Oh no, it didn't work. Anyways, what Nightbot is trying to tell you: follow Toot, join the Discord, check us out on the marketplace. Oh yeah, the program we use can't do that. Oh no. Oh wait, there it goes. Oh no, you did that. Okay. Oh, Mr. Sai is very upset that the stream is over. I'm sorry. Hi, Mr. Sai. I'm waving to you through the screen. But thank you guys so much for joining us tonight. It's been a lot of fun. Just a really nice, chill way to end off the day. I really enjoyed it. It was good. Dude, it's the Nightbot that knocks. Yep. So I'm so glad you joined us, and I hope that you have a really chill, restful, restorative weekend. Restorative means so many different things to so many different people, but I hope that whatever your weekend looks like, you come out of it feeling better than you did when you started it. So at this time, well, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna give Toot a second to dump all the links in YouTube chat. So we'll talk amongst ourselves for a second. But yeah, if you ever want to rewatch a stream, you can rewatch them here on Twitch for a week. If you want one older than that, you can go over to the YouTube channel. They are all saved there in a big playlist. So okay, so let us all say goodbye to everybody watching on YouTube, and everybody watching on YouTube, say goodbye to everybody on Twitch. My friends on YouTube, I will see you in the coffee shop. I'll see you in the Discord. I'll see you in the comment section. But most importantly, my friends, I will see you in my heart. All right. Bye, guys. Bye-bye.